Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah, in the limit, yeah.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Clark on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky.
On 3rd and 2, Clark. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there. Maybe to pin him back. And to give this time to the tailback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starters, but can come in and keep drives going.
And they'll run it here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Clark throwing on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go play action here on first down. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Leopard!
Right back to him on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. So let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue, landing!
They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts from the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Clark. Off play action. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Clark to throw. Off the play fake. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And his throw is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off play action. Clark. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Detroit! Detroit!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rolling to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. In for the score. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Clark now. The final shot before break. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So we have reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Lucky 56.
Clark to throw on second down. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Clark. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And taken right on the 30. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Still fighting. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards through the air and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll go deep down the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Well, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And his throw here is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute, but when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going, able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jadeveon Clowney. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Gun!
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into